Hey guys, Andrew here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the economics of The Walking Dead. In The Walking Dead, many things can go wrong for so many people. You can go around the corner of one building and find no zombies trying to kill you, or trying to find, or have people trying to kill you and take your things. But all of a sudden you can go around another corner of the building and find people either trying to kill you that you did not know that were there, that were silent the entire time, or see a huge horde of zombies trying to surround you. Scarcity is part of the zombie apocalypse because you need basically the essential things for survival, like food, water, and maybe a shelter or like a weapon. Resources are very scarce, and people would have to scavenge for food and water to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Guns and ammunition are also very scarce, because I don't think many people would own a gun in that scenario, or at least would try and own a gun. And ammunition is also scarce because you're trying to fend off zombies. But the best thing for the zombie apocalypse would be probably a knife or something, or like a silencer maybe on a gun, because it can quickly kill them, and it's also silent, unlike a gun without a silencer would, and it would attract zombies. So there's also planning as part of the economics, because you need to plan on how you're going to go about something if your plan goes wrong, or if you get like trapped inside of a building and you need another escape route. Like, say you forgot something inside of a building, or like just around the corner or something that you needed, but your way back that you went is blocked by like zombies or by people. You would need an alternate route to get back to where you're heading before. When you're in the apocalypse, you never know what your next move will be. So I think most people would play by ear, and some people are like leaders or some people are followers. That they have to make some difficult choices, whether you are the leader or whether you're following someone. And some people would make those difficult choices for the good of the group, or if they're going by themselves, would make those choices for themselves. Some people would have different roles based on what types of things they're good at, either beforehand or during the apocalypse. Like whether they're good at being a leader, or maybe they're good at being a runner, which is someone who would go out and scavenge like supplies from, like, say a hospital or a pharmacy or something, like grabbing medicine, food, water, or guns and ammunition. And the economics of The Walking Dead would have something like a dictatorship, like when in the show in the show The Walking Dead, Negan came in season 7, when he forced people to get certain things for him, and he decided what he could take and what he wanted to leave behind with other people. There's basically no other proper planning of certain things, because so many different things can go wrong. You never know what is going to do. So obviously, like I said before, most people would probably play it by ear. Value is also part of the apocalypse, because certain things are valuable more than others. Like $100 bill would be so like I was saying before, which one would be more value to you, a $100 bill or a case of bottled water? Most people, I think, would choose the case of bottled water, because money doesn't really even matter in the apocalypse, because there's no rules, there's nothing, there's no laws, and it doesn't really matter in the apocalypse anymore, because it doesn't have any value to it. And if people were given the choice between basically a flat screen TV or more ammo for a gun, I think everyone would choose more ammo for a gun, although there might be some people who would not choose the ammo for the gun. And if people had a choice between, let's say, a walker or a zombie is coming at you, either a gun to kill it or food. I think it would probably be about 50-50 because you can pick up the gun, shoot the walker or zombie, and take the food for yourself, or you could just take the food and run away without being killed. Both of these choices are great, and it doesn't really matter which choice you make as long as you don't get killed. When people scavenge for things in the apocalypse, they're basically risking their lives for the good of other people, or because they need it, or because they need it for their group. Or they're basically risking their lives for themselves if they're all alone and they need supplies from different areas, like basically food from like a grocery store or like a Walmart or something, or they have to get gas for a truck or a car from different cars that are parked alongside like a highway, or maybe a gas station would have some. Or medicine from a pharmacy, or if you want to take a really big risk, which I don't think I would do it, but some people would go for medicine in a hospital, or maybe they would have some surgical supplies in there that you could use. And when people scavenge for things, they are always taking a risk and risking their lives to find different things for the group, or if they're going, like I said before, the lone wolf way, finding stuff for themselves. Some people are handy with different weapons when dealing with the zombie apocalypse. Some are good with guns, while others are probably good with knives or swords. I would say that everyone should be trained on how to use a gun, so that in case you need to use it, like if you're in a tight situation and can't pull out your knife, or if you have a sword, you can't pull that out, and you can quickly pull out your gun, and you can escape from death if you would need to. Guns are better for keeping zombies away at long distances, unless you don't really need to use it. And knives and swords would be good for close-up combat if you're good at close-up combat. As well as some things you can use during the apocalypse, like if you don't have a knife or sword or gun handy, you can use like something you find on the ground, like a rock or like a bat, or maybe even a tree branch or something to take them out. Just remember that you always have to destroy the brain, to go for the brain and destroy it, or else they'll keep going at you.